Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the motherfucking building. Yes, indeed. This is the promo video we are using to promote our shit, the shit that we selling in order to keep us going, in order to donate to charity, in order to be bigger than what we are now. So yes, if you haven't gotten your merch, this is the website to get it at. If you see the website address right here. It's shop.spreadshot.com, MSM gear, all. Yes. And you can see we have new items in the building. Yes, we have a whole bunch of new items in the building. And they are very quite affordable. The shipping ain't bad. Matter of fact, half the time you get the shit before the record time that it tell you that it's going to tell you to get here. So why don't you get yourself, get your girl, get all your peoples to get on our website and purchase some items. As you can see, we got face masks, we got bandanas, we got a whole bunch of new shit that y'all need to cop. And speaking of shit that you need to cop, a Valentine to my body. What's good with it? You need to cop this book too. This is a $20 one click, but it is a must read. It's a must have, and you must get it on MotherhoodSexMarijuana.com. Indeed, absolutely. Get to our website, MotherhoodSexMarijuana.com. Check out all our items, of course. Make sure you visit our websites, be involved in new announcements, and yes, of course, check out our promo video, our videos, our shows right here, as we have our episodes listed right here, as well as YouTube. Indeed. So that is the promo of the day. I am Kai Storm. I'm always in the motherfucking building. Yeah, and I love random conversations. Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the motherfucking building. This is Ruby Doll, and today I have a really special person, not just to the world, but to me. She's far too modest, but I will be speaking today to a beautiful woman named Lara. And Lara's going to introduce herself. She's going to share a little bit about what her interests are. And I'll be divulging a little more as to why I asked her to be on this podcast. She is a mother. She's an artist. And okay, hold up. She isn't going to brag about herself, so I'm going to do it, okay? I met Lara, I would say close to 7 years ago at her grandfather's home. He had passed away, and in our culture, being Samoan, we are, our funerals are not just one day, right? And so I had the opportunity to meet her there at her house, right? And there's just, I think I was there for a week. I feel like I was there for a week or at least 4 days. But the point is that you come together as a family and you figure out how the next couple of days are going to go. And then you just are there to make sure that the family gets what they need. And that's a little bit of my culture. I'll go into detail later. It's not a culture podcast. I'm just telling y'all how we met. And she's related to me. It was the first time I met her. And we didn't speak much at all, actually. But energetically, I knew that I wanted to speak to her more. She's a introvert, actually. I love introverts because whenever they may not say much, but when they do, it counts. And they happen to be very smart usually smart people don't talk very much. So without further ado, how are you doing, you sexy thing?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited about being here today. This is my first time ever really doing any type of podcast interview or talk or what have you. But yeah, like Ruby said, my name is Lara and I'm a mother. My daughter is about to turn 15 next month. And yeah, a little bit about me. I play the piano. I sing a little bit. I'm a big jazz enthusiast. I'm a bookworm. I don't know. That's about it. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, thank you for gracing us really with your presence. Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, that's exactly what it is. You had your daughter really young.
I did. 16.
Okay. Damn, that's terrifying. I don't even think I could clean my pussy out clean enough when I was 16. Like, I think I was still struggling with things like hygiene, and I couldn't even fathom having a freaking kid.
You know, it seems like another lifetime ago. Yeah, it was scary. But at the time, I was in juvie when I found out, and I just felt like I could rise to the occasion. And she set my life in a whole different trajectory. So I'm grateful.
That's beautiful. She's a great mother, by the way. Like, I'm not just saying that. There's something, I just met my niece, like really met my niece and talked to her the other day for the first time. And so I was just so impressed by her mindset, by her drive, and also by her, just she's so respectful. And she's very much like her mother. And so I didn't know that you had her while you were, or you found out when you were in juvie. That's insane. What did you go to juvie for?
You know what? It was a violation of my probation. Initially, I started going to juvie just for like running away from home and selling weed. They found me with a backpack full of weed, pretty much. And then, yeah. But I got off probation by the time I turned 18. I still graduated on time, got a diploma, so it worked out.
That's fantastic, yo. It's a success story. It really is. And the fact that your daughter loves you, like, immensely is success in itself. Yes. So, do you ever want to have another kid?
I do. I would like to have a son one day, but I would need a man first, so I'm not
or the
yet.
Sperm.
True, yeah. So hopefully one day, we'll see. Tika wants to be a big sister. Tika is my daughter's name, by the way.
Would you adopt?
If they would let me, I would. I think, yeah, definitely.
Okay. I think parenting is so, you can't just like sum it up in like a sentence, right? Mm-hmm. Parenting is so scary at times. Sometimes it's hard to know whether you're doing the right thing or not. And I think I'm having the effects of this Douce and other substances that I've consumed today. It's my birthday, by the way.
Yes,
happy motherfucking
birthday.
Thank you. Happy motherfucking birthday to me. I'm not one to celebrate my birthday. And that's just how I grew up. We grew up on like welfare and SSI checks. So there was very little to go around. And then I shared the birthday with my mom. And she's a brat. So it was always about like, oh, it's my birthday. And then it's my daughter's too, you know? No hate. It's just how I grew up. We didn't really celebrate Christmas. Never did gift exchange anything. It was always like, lei se coupe, which means there's no money. And so I had to unlearn that phrase from my vocabulary because I know that like having that narrative in my mind, you know, did have effects as I grew up. And then I started making my own money and all of that. And then my relationship with money and all of that, right? Yeah. So, I'm definitely feeling the effects right now. Lord have mercy. So yeah, tangent. As far as we talked a little bit about motherhood, but we are not done yet. Um, what is the scariest thing for you in this whole motherhood game?
Oh man, there's a few things, but I think the main thing that sticks out is just my daughter repeating my mistakes. Like, she doesn't want to have kids. I mean, she's only 14 right now, but that's what she says. And I'm just trying to get her to her 20s. I definitely am afraid of her being a teen mom, but as of right now, it doesn't look like she's going to be on that path. So, yeah.
Yes. And shout out to people who've had to just figure things out. Being a teen mom is not ideal. And nor is it anything I would want for my daughters either, to be quite frank. However, if you are in that situation and you grow and your life takes a total 360, then fuck, like, more power to you. And you're a success story, I think.
Thank you.
There's a lot of like, I know people who don't want anything to do with their kids, right? Unfortunately. And I also know people that, we're all different. And I think it's that whole, I want to say it's like a reptilian thing. You know how reptiles, they have their babies and you just kind of leave them and shit like that. So there is a sort of thing where someone may not be, they might not have a connection.
Right.
They might not even know how to have a connection nor care to have one. And I used to judge people like that. However, I had to stop because
we're all products of our environment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what issues they have to face. And you don't know if that child being in another home is the best thing for it anyway, him or her, they.
Sure.
And so I'm a firm believer in that, parenting isn't for everybody, and that's totally fine. So is just like smoking cigarettes, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Or doing anything. As far as I know, Lara doesn't partake as in marijuana as frequently as I do.
I don't.
But that's fine because we had a discussion the other day about your daughter inquiring about marijuana and stuff like that.
Yes.
What are your reservations in her smoking?
I just don't want it to turn into a habit that kind of consumes her. I mean, her dad smoked weed, and every day he had to go to the dispensary, and it chipped away at the money that we were trying to save. It affected our bills, and I'm sure she would never get to that level, but I do know some smokers who can't get their day started, and she has her whole life to smoke. I'm an advocate of marijuana use, but I just don't want to expose her to it prematurely.
Okay. My issue with marijuana is that it's too fucking expensive.
Yes.
And there's and ideally, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't prefer that my kids smoke at all. However, three of them, I know, no, actually 4 of my children have smoked weed. Even my 13-year-old.
Okay. Mine has tried it, I'll be honest.
Okay. And then, but they had a whole life before me because they're not my biological children. Mm-hmm. And I've only had the privilege of having them in my life for the last 3 years. And so there's a difference in, and they've expressed interest in, continuing to smoke, actually. My son, who will be 18, is, he's a regular smoker. My daughter, who's 15, has expressed interest in edibles and stuff like that. My thing is this: if you come at me correctly and you're being responsible and I don't have to worry about you being a fucking bonehead during that process, then yeah, I might even invite you to smoke with me and see how you do. But like I said, ideally, I just don't want them to, because why not? Like, why would I want them to?
Right.
You know what I mean? I smoke weed because of the traumas that I've experienced and the pains that I have in my body. So if you don't have that, then, and you don't need to smoke, then I just, now, if we were to like grow weed and have a farm, that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
As far as like, here's the juicy part, the sex. Just kidding. So in terms of, I mean, sex is so, like, I look at sex differently. Do you? Than when you were like 20?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. Now that I'm older, it's become more enjoyable, but at the time I was just in a toxic relationship and it felt like a chore. So yeah.
I hear you.
But it's gotten better over the years.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like a sexual partner, what are your preferences? Or do you have any?
That's a good question. I don't know. We just have to connect mentally first and foremost. I don't know. Obviously, I have to be physically attracted to you. I would prefer somebody who's a little bit taller than me, at least. Good teeth. I don't know. We just have to connect mentally, most of all. Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm burning up in here. This girl got me like the biggest fucking bottle of Douce. We're celebrating. And with that said, I just have to take a short break. And we're back. What's up? I had to pour some water in my splash some water in my face, get my thoughts together. And Lara, I think you said you had a question for me.
Yes, I was wondering, do you have any pet peeves in the bedroom?
Yes, I don't like rushing. I don't like someone who's a selfish lover.
Yes.
And I don't like people that hype shit up and then you're like, whoa, wait.
Too much talking.
I'd be like, I'm like, first of all, where's my dildo? Second of all,
Oh my gosh.
you should have just, I only have one. I have a glass one that I carry with me.
Glass? That sounds painful.
No. The thing about glass is, right, it's non-porous. Mm-hmm. It can be heated or chilled to your liking.
Okay.
And if you do your Kegels on that thing, your pussy gonna be Trump tight, baby.
Noted.
And then if you're a person like me who prefers G-spot stimulation, like, I don't say I need dick anymore. I need G-spot stimulation because the dick can't even, what if the dick don't even reach your big lips? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, dick's not enough or whatever. I need to be specific. Like, that thing needs to reach that G-spot because that's how I come.
Yes. Another question.
Yes.
What is your favorite position with women?
With women, I really like tribbing. It feels so good.
I've always wondered about that.
It feels so good.
It looks tiring.
Nope.
Okay.
It's so good. And even though like I'm not like very clitoral. Like for me, my clit is very sensitive. Like I almost like can't even,
Wow.
And so with like that whole thing, it's just hot. Like the whole grinding thing and just those sloppy juices, like it's amazing. It's a work of art.
Yes. I mean, women are just more sensual and softer.
No, typically, yeah. And as a person who's fluid, I do enjoy the company of women. I do enjoy women. I'm also a sapiosexual.
Same.
Yeah. And I made the mistake of calling myself a pansexual, but it's like, no, no, bitch. But So these are good questions. Give me some more.
I mean, you already kind of touched on it, but I am just kind of curious as to the difference in your experiences with men and women. Do you love sex with them both equally, or
Nope.
do they each have their own?
They have their own, totally their own merits. So as a fluid person, I'd say due to what I said about my G-spot stimulation, I tend to gravitate towards men first.
Okay, same.
However, if I'm connecting with a woman and, you know what I mean, then that in itself is almost enough, because not all women turn me on.
What kind of women turn you on?
Oh, as a sapiosexual, she has to be intelligent. She has to be kind.
Do you have a preference towards like the femmes or? No?
Yeah, I do actually. I like my girls to pretty much just look like girls.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
Now, it's not to say that I don't find tomboys hot, because some dude, come on. But yeah, I prefer my women to be feminine.
Yes.
And my men to be masculine. Now, I'm with a partner right now that's very in touch with his feminine, which it's a good balance for us, because I have a lot of masculinity in me, and I embrace that as well. In fact, I feel like I have, like, I never want to be a man, but I feel like I can literally do anything a man can do. Besides,
I've seen you in action.
And many of us that are that way, you know what I mean? It's the survival skills. That's what it boils down to,
Yes.
I think. It's nothing like one person being extraordinary. It's just like, how much do you want to survive, and how good are you at surviving?
Yeah, I guess it is adapting, because I didn't grow up around too many men. But to this day, my mom and sister, they jokingly call me dad, because I guess I kind of saw the void and pulled it out of myself.
Amazing.
What I felt was missing, or my idea.
Solution based.
Masculinity. I wasn't trying to be, a man or anything, but I'm just saying
Of course
that
not.
testosterone and just having that will and, just being the shoulder for my mom and sister, pretty much.
You're so strong. I was
you are
just,
too.
thank you. Self-talk is really important, and me and the queen were talking about self-talk. I used to be like my mom would call me ugly.
Oh my God.
She called me fat and stuff like
My
that.
mom said I was adopted, and my real mom is a Samoan lady who left me on her doorstep. And she would say I'm not her kid because I'm not white.
Wow.
She's not even white. She's Nicaraguan.
Okay, yeah, and so these obviously fucked up things that people say to us, they are lies.
Yes.
And so for me, a person who likes to seek truth for the most part, the lies are not going to serve me. And so it's like, okay, well, you said that. Fuck you for that, by the way. But you have no say over my life and what I am. And you don't choose to tell me who I am.
Yes.
And I don't care if I was conceived by you.
Amen. Amen.
So I think that it's very appropriate that we as mothers and daughters understand our roles in each other's lives, and how our actions and our mere words or mere expressions can help like shape
Words are
people's.
things.
They are.
Maya Angelou said
Thoughts
they
are
stick
things,
on the walls,
too.
they cling to your clothes.
Yeah. And yeah. And so self-talk is like very
Can you give us a little
important.
sample of what, on an average day, how Ruby might talk to herself?
Yes, I go in the mirror and I said, you are a beautiful, inside and out, successful, and amazing businesswoman. I literally say that. And then I also tell myself, money, right? The long and the short of it is that I understand that it's a tool, and I understand that it's man-made. So if something's man-made, then I'm not going to base my my
You're not gonna measure yourself.
I'm not measuring myself towards any of that because it's irrelevant.
Yes.
However, living in this realm and needing to provide and needing options, I told myself I said, universe, I want $8,465,908.04. And I visually can see that in my account right now. Like I can see it in my mind, in my mind's eye. And I never used to be able to do that. I wasn't ever very a specific person. Actually, people say that I'm vague all the time.
Wow.
And I do think I am still vague. But when it comes to my goals, I'm going to attempt to be as specific as possible. Because how do you know what you want? Or how are you going to get what you want if you don't know what that is?
Right, exactly.
Right. Lara.
Yes.
If you could do one thing for the rest of your life, what is it?
Piano.
She's an amazing pianist. She can play by ear and she reads notes and she's self-taught. Well, I shouldn't say she's self-taught. Music runs in our family.
Yes.
We were talking earlier about your father and the band.
Devotion.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's our family band.
Yeah.
My mom loved them so much that she named my brother after them. I told you that.
That's awesome.
It's such a beautiful story.
I might have to use that name too.
Awesome. And it would be so appropriate.
Yeah.
So speaking of that and her musical background, and her father's a musician as well. I've never heard him, but I hear so many stories, right? And I also see the same thing in this queen, or I don't see, I can't, that's the wrong one, but I see the musical genius in you.
Thank you. I do what I can, honestly. Just this last year, I decided to come out of my shell. And I just started playing the piano and singing songs and posting them to Instagram,
Nice.
Which is a huge deal because it's hard for me to even sing in front of people. So I post videos like that periodically now, just for my own therapy, but just as an exercise in being heard, because a lot of times I, battle with my own inner critic. So yeah, I mean, the videos aren't perfect, but that's not even the point. I'm just trying to allow myself to be heard and using other people's music to express myself for now.
That sounds like self-love to me.
Yes, it is. Yes, that's the perfect way to put it. It's a natural high for sure.
What would be your advice to a single mother who is, let's see, who wants more for herself? Like, okay, no, hold up. What would you say to a single mother who is lonely, and unsure of herself?
That's a good question. I mean, loneliness is an issue that needs to be resolved within, because you can be lonely and be around a lot of people. Like the
Right.
saying goes, everywhere you go, there you are. So, yeah, I mean, I felt loneliness, but I've had to find ways to embrace my solitude. And I think once you get a handle on that, then you can think about bringing other people into your mix, because otherwise it just can turn into a codependent situation. A lot of people are just scared of being alone,
Okay,
So
thank
yeah,
you.
just love yourself and keep your kids first, and don't make any decisions out of desperation or loneliness.
Nice.
If you're lonely, that tells you that you probably need to be alone a little bit longer. But I'm not a therapist, so I don't know.
Thank you for that. What are your pet peeves in the bedroom?
I asked the question, I didn't even think about my own. I don't know. I just like things to flow organically. Actually, I do know. I prefer that they take control.
Okay.
I was recently in a situation where the person wanted me to take control, I'm guessing, because he was just sitting there. And I didn't like that. I prefer men to take initiative. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you've been with women before, right?
Two, yes.
Were you in a relationship or was it purely sexual?
No, just purely sexual. One was a fling, a girl I had known for a while. And the other one was someone that, I was friends with, and then we'd mess around here and there.
Okay, okay. Do you still see these individuals?
Nope.
Ah.
No.
No.
But I wish them the best. It's no hard feelings. It's just, I think sometimes there's a lot of estrogen, wires can get crossed. And, so.
Well, that's a really nice way of saying
Yeah,
it.
I left the door open. I'm not angry about anything. I told this person that I needed a minute to catch my breath and breathe, but they flipped that and then just blocked me. So it is what it is.
I hear you. Okay. I'm putting two and two together. Interesting. We talked about, what else do we need to talk about? So, horniness, right?
Jeez.
When you're, I know, okay, arousal. What would cause for someone to successfully, what would someone need to do to successfully arouse you?
You know what? Again, just with the control, I prefer like my breasts to be. I'm sorry, I don't know if I should try to censor this.
No censor.
That's like my area, so that's the area that I would prefer that they focus on. Oh, also kissing. Love kissing. Yeah, I just like a lot of eye contact, like face to face, that intensity, that breathing in tandem. The breaths and the heartbeats just at the same time. That's what really gets me going. Yeah, I'm not so much of a person that likes to be flipped over or like a pillow biter.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Have you ever used a strap-on?
No, not yet.
So you're more submissive.
I am.
Okay.
But recently, I was working and a customer gave me, I guess he owned his own company, and he gave me a free brand new vibrator.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Have you used it?
A little bit.
Okay.
It has like different speeds. So yeah, if you
Jedi
didn't
will
give me
hold
that, I
them.
probably never would have gotten one.
Okay. That's what's up, Queen.
What about you? What does it take for you to get aroused?
Great conversation. Even though I'm typically like a dominant person, I could be very submissive in bed. Like,
is that the Gemini?
Yeah, the duality. Yeah. However, when I'm with
control.
when I'm with women, I'm in full control. I don't know what that's about.
You know what? The last the person I was with, the woman I was with, I felt like it was my job to provide more of the masculine energy because she was so feminine and girly, and I didn't really like that. I didn't want to be the masculine one, so it was just a lot of femininity.
Okay. I love that. I love femininity. Let's see. So Lara.
Yes.
If you're an R&B singer, what's your name on stage?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm an R&B singer. I don't know if I'm putting myself in one genre. I love soul. I love oldies. I love jazz. So it's not that I'm trying to be that. It's just that's what feels right. I feel like an old soul. But regardless, whatever genre, my name is my name. Like, just I go by my first two initials, LT, and my last name, Mamea, because I hustle for my last name. Like, the rest doesn't really matter, so.
Okay.
But with that too, it's like I gotta be careful. I don't want to put out anything unless I'm super proud of it, because my real name is out there, you know? I don't want to embarrass my family.
That is so Samoan of you. Just kidding. I'm sure other people feel that way of different cultures. So.
Yes.
So, when's the last time that you wrote a song?
February 33rd. I've never written a song. I've just written poems here and there. But recently I have been looking for beats, just like these little beat communities online. I haven't found anything that's really grabbed me yet, but when I do find a beat that I connect with, I'm gonna really sit down and just do my best and just see what comes out.
And who knows, it might be a beat that you created.
Yeah, I've tried my hand at beat making using Logic. I'm still a novice, but I've always been in love with the art of sampling. That's just like a connection between the past and the future. Mm-hmm. So many sampled songs
Or shit.
They can be, yeah, but so many songs that had great samples would lead me down the rabbit hole, and I dig and look for the original, and the original's gold and even better. So
I feel that.
So yeah, I just love sampling. Jay Dilla is, a god. I love him. Rest in peace, Jay Dilla.
Rest in peace, God.
He's the GOAT.
Definitely. He did this one beat, I think it's called Flowers. Mm-hmm. And I'm still trying to find the perfect words to go with that. Yeah. And I will.
I mean, little nuances that I didn't even realize. It would have gone over my head before, but, when I marinate in his beats, like, I can hear him switching time signatures and just these little tricks that he has. He was just so intricate. So, I've dabbled in Logic, but yeah, it's something that I need to work at for sure. I feel like if I can't find the right beat soon, then who better but me to make what I need.
What if you had a band called Devotion?
Oh my God.
That would be crazy.
I would be in heaven.
That would be fucking insane.
Yeah, if you know of any bands that need a singer, I love that.
Our band needs a singer. The band that I'm going to create with my $8,465,918.04. And the world tour that comes with that.
Oh, hell yes. Oh,
and all of the properties that I'm going to buy with that so that we can fund our dreams, like, fully.
So once you get that amount of money, you'll be able to do what
anything
you want, obviously. So what are you going to be doing in your spare time? Like...
having sex, smoking weed, drinking Douce, playing with my pussy, playing on a beach, eating some bitch's ass. I don't know. Anything I want. Like, life's crazy,
you work hard.
Queen, yes, we deserve everything we want.
Yes.
And I'm not being shy with the universe no more. I'm like, thank you. Putting my order in just like I'm ordering a burger.
Yeah, because the universe, it doesn't have the limitations that we have.
Nothing at all.
You don't have to worry about how it's going to happen.
Exactly.
Just leave that up to the universe. It's water.
Exactly.
Get out of your way.
What a great way to explain it. I've never been able to explain it like that before.
Like, it has no concept of difficulty. What you think is difficult,
Mm-hmm.
to the universe.
But be careful what you wish for. You just might get it.
Just like we're going to get that studio.
That studio, yes. I love that. So we were sitting here brainstorming and...
Wait, should we say this? What if somebody says...
Oh, okay, never mind. Fuck that. You guys are going to see what the fuck is up. You feel me? We got some things going on. Yeah, there you go. As a matter of fact.
Okay, question for you, Ruby. As an amazing mother with a big heart. What advice would you give to mothers out there who are also dealing with bonus children?
Oh, okay. That's a really good question. I discussed this with my partner that it takes, how do I say this? If you, first of all, you gotta have unconditional love, right? And that sounds easier said than done, but this is why I tell you that. Because step mothers and step parents, bonus parents, have the duty in order for a successful relationship to bestow on the child unconditional love and all that. Like, really, right?
What does unconditional love mean to you?
Meaning that your emotions have nothing to do with your ability to love. Okay. And furthermore, if you, like, when you love, there's no room for jealousy or insecurity or fear, right? But with bonus families, thank you. With bonus families, I understand how some people could feel insecurity, how some people could feel unsure. This isn't my kid. He will never look at me as my daughter, whatever we tell ourselves, right? Or I've seen situations where people are upset at other adults and they're taking it out on kids, which is never going to be fucking okay. That's stupid. Ugly. So, but for me, right, I was born into a bonus family, or a blended. I've been drinking, but I was born into a blended family, thank goodness, because in it, I was taught that meaning of unconditional love, both in negative, like a bad examples, and both in great examples. Okay. And so I do believe that prepped me for the family that I have now. Wow. I prided myself in not being a jealous person,
Oh my goodness. Yes.
You
exemplify that. Like, people say that all the time, but you are the most sincere example. Like, I see your confidence is just, it rubs off on me. Like, I appreciate it so much. And I do my best to not be jealous of anybody either. It's just an ugly emotion. It's based in fear,
it doesn't serve. It's poison. It'll eat you alive. It'll make you behave in ways that you can't even recognize in yourself.
Yes.
And so
it's betraying yourself because
exactly
you want something that you don't think you're capable of.
Or you're blaming that other person for not, and that level of expectation is bound for disappointment.
True.
And so, one thing I learned about my kids is that they're not the blame. You know what I mean? Like, even how fucked up your situation is, they are the blessing for real. Yes, and anything that was negative that they're demonstrating, they were taught. So these pure vessels, it's like, that's what I mean about the importance of unconditional love. You don't want to damage something that's pure. You don't want to be responsible for damaging something that's pure.
Amen. That was a great response. A lot of people say, they throw around the term unconditional love, but I feel like, it's been used so much, it's lost a little bit of meaning at times. And
it means different things for different people.
True.
That's subjective. For sure. Very subjective. If you were invited to go on a world tour, who would be the 3 acts that you're going with?
Sade.
You motherfucker.
3, huh?
3.
Oh gosh.
Because you're the headlining event, and these
they
are
have to be alive.
Yes.
Okay. This rapper named Y2. And oh shit, Kendrick.
Oh, you ass! Those are good ones. For me, it'd be the Roots crew, because I need a band.
I saw them. Oh my god, why didn't I think of that?
And it'd be Freddie Gibbs because, dude, Freddie Gibbs is the shit.
Yes.
I have
And,
converted to the gospel of.
Amen.
And then it would be SZA.
SZA, love it.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite producers that you know of?
Yes, actually. Why am I drawing a blank?
Jay Dilla. Just Blaze. I don't know, RZA.
I fucking love Ninth
Premium.
Wonder.
Oh,
I've done
yes.
me and my niece and my sister-in-law did a song to one of his beats.
That's right. Yes, the Hey Ladies song, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Thank you, Queen. And so, yeah, I would definitely say Ninth Wonder. I mean, interestingly enough, I think Swiss Beats is a great producer. Like, he's pretty fucking awesome. I mean, and this is so, you don't like him?
Who?
Swiss Beats?
No, I do. It's just every time someone says Swiss Beats, I think of that video where I think it was on an NPC and he was hitting it with his face, like, trying to show his skill.
Oh, God.
Like hitting the pads with his nose.
I didn't say he couldn't be lame. I just said he's just, I just like what he's done.
No, his gift is undeniable.
Definitely. And then, I wish I had better examples right now.
No,
but
those are perfect.
Opera or country?
God, you know what? I hated country as a kid.
But I fucks with country too now.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, it's the storytelling, and plus, country was a black, genre at first. And so, I don't know, it's just, I can appreciate the sincerity in country. So, yeah, country.
That's what's up. Me too, actually. Alcohol. I was going to say alcohol or sex.
Oh, God. It depends on sex with who.
No, I'm talking about good sex. Fuck all the whack sex.
Yeah, then the sex. Sex isn't poison necessarily, so.
All right.
Sex.
Okay.
What about you?
Oh, definitely sex. Because I don't drink that much.
Sex or weed?
Sex. I've already proven to myself that I can live without weed.
So have you always been, do you feel sexually liberated? Have you always been like this? Or like growing up, did you have to really suppress it for a while?
Yeah, I had to suppress it. My mom and dad were very religious. Mm-hmm. And I thought that something was wrong with me because I masturbated.
Oh, God.
And I also thought something was wrong with me because I just liked women. Like, I just fantasized about them. And when you're young and feeble-minded and you have every aspect of your life controlled, mm-hmm. it can be very confusing when you're coming into your own and trying to identify what you like. And I made so many mistakes in that gray area.
No, I hear you. Just that fear of condemnation. Like, I would masturbate too, and I would think that God is watching me and
is disgusted by you or something,
I'm going to hell, I would
so
feel
wrong.
so much guilt, so much Catholic guilt when I finished. That post-nut clarity was hell. Like, it was the worst. So
you came and then you got tensed up again.
I came and then I cried and did my Hail Marys. And then I try to go months and months and just abstain from my wicked ways.
That's suffering shit. I'm done with the self-suffering.
Me too.
Have you ever had an orgy?
No.
Do you want one?
No, I don't think so. Well, wait a minute. Co-ed or just women?
I mean, any.
If it was women and there were no cameras, then yes. I feel like that would be very just sensual and fulfilling.
Did I ask you if you did or if I don't remember? Oh, okay, you've never had an orgy before, but you're open to it.
With a lot of women.
The
thing is, ever since I was little, I I just never got turned on by the male body. Like, I just, when guys would send unsolicited dick pics, I would just block them. Like, I don't know. I don't get turned on seeing a penis or seeing what a penis does. So, yeah.
Just, you don't even like when it spits up?
If I love him, then yes, I like when it spits up. It's like a free protein shake.
Oh, Lord. She's so nasty.
What about you? Have you been in an orgy?
I haven't been in an orgy, but I want to. And I want it to be co-ed like a motherfucker.
Ooh. You are brave.
So I think you had asked me if I've always been this sexually liberated, and no, I haven't. And besides the religion thing, I was like a slave to my own body because due to my own trauma, I overate and I became overweight, right? Okay. So we have this weight issue going on, and then I would be self-conscious about my belly particularly, right? Or the way that my thighs rub together or something, you know what I mean? And then like I had this weird issue with like hyperpigmentation, as if it's like, okay, so your pussy's a little dark and it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know exactly. So that's the thing. And then me, it's like, well, if I was going down on a woman, right? And she had some hyperpigmentation, I'm still eating that pussy.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like, oh, excuse me, you did not pass the shade test. I'm gonna have to withdraw. No.
Okay, do you care if it's shaved or waxed?
I prefer that it's at least trimmed. You know, I don't mind a little landing strip. That's actually kind of sexy to me. Okay. And I noticed that I don't like just bald ass pussies either. You know, I like a little bit of little, you know.
You're an adult.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a preference, like with waxing yourself or shaving?
I've never waxed.
I have sensitive skin, so the razor just, it's too much.
Oh. Yeah, I've never waxed before. So it's always been... Is it?
But I did recently try laser.
Really?
Yeah, that was scary as fuck. But it was quicker than waxing. Just in and
what
out.
The fuck?
I'll tell you all the details later.
Bitch, how much does that cost?
You know what? It used to be more expensive. That's why I stayed away. I thought it'd be like over $100 a session. But when I went in, it was $50. And they told me if I pay for 3 sessions up front, it would be $120.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So, and then I just go back every 6 weeks. Yeah, it's a little scary, but it just feels like a rubber band snapping against you. And it's not like it just like zaps the hair away right then and there. It's like a gradual thing. It zaps the follicles, it'll fall out, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So it's something to think about. It's not as expensive as people might think. And like for people who have issues with ingrowns, I think it's a better alternative. If you have thick hair. So yeah.
All right. Interesting. Would you consider body modifications in any sense?
Like going under the knife?
Right.
I mean, I would do a BBL.
You already have a big ass, though.
No, I don't. I'm trying, but thank you. Yeah, no, just like the laser hair removal thing is like the only surgery or what have you, invasive type of procedure that I can think of right now.
So it's like, do they cover your clit in case that gets zapped?
No. The laser like looks for hair follicles.
Okay.
And let me back up. First, the night before you have to shave everywhere. Like they can't have any hair because then I don't know, it'll burn it or whatever. So yeah, then the laser comes and it just looks for the follicle, zaps it, and then over the next week it'll probably just fall out on its own when it grows out.
Okay. And how long is a session?
Less than 10 minutes.
Do you do your butt too? Okay, get it. I asked her if there were any topics that were taboo, and she said no, so I'm asking every fucking thing. No, I'm just kidding. Interesting. We have a male guest here. Do you, sir, have any input or any questions that you'd like to add in here?
Yeah, I don't know if. No, I'm gonna just say no. I don't want to make anybody out feel weird or uneasy.
Oh, I hear you.
I'll just listen.
Okay. I'm sure you're enjoying this, every minute of this.
I am.
Oh, good. What are your plans for the next 3 months?
Oh God, I need to file for an LLC.
That's what's up.
Yeah. God, just keep saving. I try to invest here and there, just like in crypto or whatever. Yeah, no, just I'm a student of music. I need it, so I want to keep learning and keep working at my craft. And I mean, I would like to also sharpen up my engineering skills as well.
Really?
Finally complete a beat. That would be amazing. Because I have like all these ideas that I started and just didn't finish. But
we finishing them all now, Queen.
Yes.
And the ones that don't serve us or that change, we're just putting it aside, creating new ones. It's all good. It's a constant flow of energy, constant successful energy in. And
where do you see yourself in 3 months?
Fully self-employed. If I'm not, then I'm doing basic consulting with my own portfolio of $8,465,819.04. And so it is. Ase, amene, y amene. Hallelujah. Yeah.
Yes.
You're a very spiritual person. Did you grow up being forced to go to church?
I did. It was a chore. I hated it. Well, my mom's side, my grandma is Catholic. So, I had to do the whole communion and catechism, and it just felt like a chore. Like I didn't feel the love. But my dad's side, my Samoan side, they're all Christians. So I had to go to church with them too. But when I was about 18, I really fell in love with Christianity at my Samoan church. And me and my sister, we were dancing with this group called No Limit Soldiers for Christ.
Okay.
It's like a hip-hop group. They go around ministering through dance and rap and stuff like that. So they did a little bit of island dancing. So that was just, that was really a beautiful experience for me. I don't want to say they were militant Christians, but they were just like no-nonsense Christians. And it made me feel passion about being Christian and proud of it, and not like something weird or, you know what I mean? Something to do when you need help. So, yeah, I mean, eventually I, went a different way, but I always look back at that time with fond memories.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What's your wish for your daughter?
Oh, so many. My main wish is that she find the path that gives her gratification, and that she's not doing something out of my expectations or to please a boyfriend or I want her to feel in her soul that she's in the right place. So, I mean, some people wander their whole lives, and but when you know. So hopefully she finds that clarity sooner rather than later.
That's beautiful.
What about you? What is your wish for your daughters?
Well, I want them to be kind. I want them to have faith in themselves and not seek validation.
Yes, important.
And I want them to care for each other fiercely. Because here's the thing, I see families being torn apart little by little, even my own, right? And it's this common denominator, and it just, no, I can't say that. People, fuck that. I'm sorry. But this is my own judgment in my life, right?
You're so
But
blessed to have a tribe. You don't. They can all lean on each other.
not really.
You're gonna have to adopt Tika in there because
Of course. Are you fucking kidding me?
Siblings.
No. We have to. And she, in turn, will be a great asset for them. And they need to know each other, just period.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I wish. I don't have any expectations for my children. Like, even if they were to say, like, hey, you know, screw school, I'm going to start my own cannabis company, or I want to be a full-time rapper, and they're really amazing. Yeah. Support. And I use those specific ones because I've heard my parents be disappointed in those types of things. You know what I mean?
Have you read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho?
No.
Okay.
The Alchemist keeps coming up.
Yeah, Will Smith was raving about it in an interview, and I read it. And at the time, I was living in Vegas, but the book changed my life. I realized that I was not where I needed to be, and I packed up and moved to LA the next month to start over with my mom. So the reason I brought up The Alchemist, though, is because the author talks about how when we're young, when we're kids, we know what our calling is, but the world influences us and puts all their limitations and restrictions, and we start to try to take the safe route. So did you feel that at all as a kid? Like, you knew what you wanted to do, or were you did you have a lot of dreams, or you weren't sure? I mean, you were in a religious family, right? So
I didn't know who the fuck I was. I didn't know at all. I didn't even know what music I liked to listen to. Wow. I listened to just what was on the radio. But here's the thing. When I start being closer to my brothers and sisters, who I would, they lived in another household. Mm-hmm. They influenced that music in me, and then I just love them even more for it because it was something I never experienced, and I really felt like I had this newfound treasure, you know.
It is treasure.
Absolutely.
It's magic. It's a refuge.
Absolutely,
sure.
And it's healing,
yeah.
And music is so powerful, and I limit myself. Now I'm a music snob, and there are things that I don't allow myself to listen to, because my time is valuable, so is yours.
Yes.
So it's and then my energy is valuable too.
What music genres do you absolutely not like? Are there any?
Christian, gospel music. Gospel music. This is the thing. The thing is
it's for me.
Okay.
If it's blatant,
corny,
Jesus,
lame, yeah.
I mean, Christianity is just the rules, regulations that man has put on our relationship with God.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I try to stay away from that, but I can appreciate the love in it, the love that they have for God. I think that's real, usually.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's definitely, and in as for human nature, we have to believe in something greater than ourselves, or it helps that we do.
Yeah.
So however you find that, that's fine. My thing is that the spiritual aspect of just being, of just hearing your breath and meditating your mind and receiving comfort and specific revelation as to how your life should be. Yeah. That's powerful. And I feel like I'm more spiritual than ever, ironically.
If you were to select one religion, what would it be? Or it doesn't have to be a religion, but a belief or system.
Okay. I watched this documentary on Netflix, Religious, and there was well, yeah, he's amazing. There was a religion that smokes weed. It was what was it? This motherfucker just was oh, weed. Yeah. That's the religion I would join because I'm already a faithful member. Which doesn't make sense, but I might as well be the next pastor of that situation.
The next Joel Osteen.
Yeah, fuck that motherfucker too. You know what? These mega churches can all suck my dick, dude. I need to just say that.
For me, it would be Buddhism, though.
Really?
Yeah, I really subscribe to a lot of their beliefs. Just
That makes
mindfulness,
sense.
and a lot of people, they got it fucked up. They think that Buddhism is, you're praying to the Buddha. That's not what it is. It's nothing like that. It's about mindfulness, walking the middle path, and just holding on to certain morals and detachment. Attachment is the root of all suffering. Suffering is inevitable. So yeah, Buddhism taught me to be mindful. It also taught me a lot about breathing. I had asthma when I was a kid. My daughter had asthma as a baby so bad we'd stay in the hospital for nights at a time. And it wasn't until I found Buddhism that I realized the importance of just breathing. It's a stupid, simple thing, but sometimes we forget to do it. Like, I had to catch myself and realize times where I'm short of breath. You know what I mean? So now when I see my daughter getting flustered, I just take her by the shoulders and tell her, breathe with me, breathe. And she snaps out of it. So
Good.
So yeah, that's my religion.
That's right. I love it.
Question. Have you had any bad sexual experiences with women?
Yes. I went on, we tried to have a threesome, me and my partner and his previous baby mother.
Oh, wow. Brave. I mean, not brave, but
Well,
that takes confidence.
I felt like such a thirsty motherfucker because I'm gonna let this is relevant. I was trying to get with her. I was a little too much, right? And it was kind of like turning her off, or like she was becoming reserved, you know? But what I told her, I kind of like was conniving to like get to her breasts. And this is knowing that this is what's fucked up, right? Knowing, because I'm not a dummy, you know what I'm saying? I know how to play a little mind games, you feel me? And she was, what's the word? She wasn't being honest with her feelings.
Okay.
She would portray like, hey, this might be okay, but then,
Yeah,
it
like
wasn't
she was
not.
about it,
And yes. And I got me upset.
Yeah.
But prior to that, like just to kind of like get her to do it, I was like, due to my trauma.
Blame it on the trauma.
Right? I'm coming clean.
But you know what? It's true.
I said, based on my trauma and my lack of connection with my mother, I would love to suck on your breasts. And I would like you to nurse me.
Oh my God, you are freaky. I love it.
And and so she let me.
How was it?
Oh, she has amazing tits. Like
Anything come
she's...
out?
No.
Powder milk?
No. I would like to get lactating tits on me for sure. Breasts. But no, like it was amazing. She has amazing breasts.
So that was a good experience.
No, because then the flip up came again. I'm like, can I? I'd be like, man, what? So that was like a very negative experience because there was so many emotions in it. And it offended me, actually. I feel like she wasted my time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And who said that? Either we love it or I'll see you tomorrow?
Right. Exactly. Like, it's no peer pressure. Don't act
But like, hey, a no is a no. And, you know what I'm saying? If it's a yes, then shit. Don't just be like turning it off and on like a switch.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because then you want to claim that I'm like pressing all up against you and like forcing you to do something you're not.
Oh, God.
And I ain't got time for that.
Fuck that. So that was the worst experience with a woman?
I would say so because...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just wondering if you had any bad experiences with men that you want to talk about. Like,
Definitely.
like just them not connecting or not getting it or being clumsy or whatever.
Well, I'm I'm not gonna body shame anybody. But when you tell me you have a gigantic dick that's going to blow my mind and my clit is bigger than it, don't tell me those lies, dog. Like, do not lie. You need to come clean. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, I'm a woman who needs G-spot stimulation.
Yes.
And if you can't reach, homie, then don't make it seem, don't get somebody's hopes up. So anywho, I was dating this guy who was like 6'7". I don't know why God punished him so bad in having a 1-inch dick, but that was the case.
God.
No, I'm sorry. It just is what it is. And then he but before we even were intimate, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck your shit up, girl. I'm gonna rock your world." And of course, I mean, I was dumb too. You know what I mean? And he was very handsome and tall as fuck, and I was just like, "Wow,
Was that a deal breaker then? The 1-inch?
No, him fucking on his cousin underneath my nose, without even telling me. It's like, well, shit, she could have gotten it too, but you guys wanted to be sneaky. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then he was just a liar after liar, totally insecure. It became revealed that he was very insecure about his size,
Sure.
and which is why. And I was like, oh Lord. So anywho, lessons learned. But yeah, who else? Oh, I was about to suck this guy's dick, but it smelled like milk. Like what is that? Chunky? It smelled like chunky milk.
Because that could have been a factor too.
I don't know, but your dick can't be smelling worse than my pussy. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a very definitely turn off because he obviously fucked some nasty pussy before. Like, where else is that gonna come from? It's not from your drizzle of pee.
So you're down there and you're like, nope.
No, I was like, oh man, it's getting late. I gotta go. That's exactly what he did. I was like, I gotta go. And then this asshole had the nerve to be like, oh, I think you probably couldn't even get me hard anyway. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever you need to tell
Whatever
yourself.
you need, stinky. But it's like, yeah, don't be inviting a bitch over and knowing that, you know what I'm saying, that you're not the freshest for one.
Some people have just no self-awareness. And then there's people who have hyper self-awareness and are too self-conscious.
And then you can't even enjoy the damn thing because they're like,
Like me.
No.
No,
This lady has no reason to be self-conscious. And I think
Thank you.
I do love your modesty. I love the fact that you aren't a conceited ass bitch and it's not always about you. But there are some times where it definitely just has to be about you.
Yes.
And that's
I'm just
okay.
trying to figure out when those times are.
And that's okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. Sorry.
No worries. If I found you some dick tonight, would you fuck it?
No. I only fuck dick that I love.
Oh, wow. For real?
Well, look, the thing is, okay, I'm not sexual to the point where, you know, I see a guy, I like him, we can do it. I'm already dealing with someone. He's kind of phasing out right now, but I'm very much emotionally attached and invested here. And I'm not a person, I've learned this about myself. I'm not a woman who can handle merging energies with multiple men. Like the receiving of the energy, it can be spiritual. And in the past, it's driven me crazy. Like I try to talk to maybe 2, I don't think 3 guys, but it's too much. And so I try to have tunnel vision with whichever lover I'm dealing with. So, yeah, right now I'm still kind of sprung off that.
I like how you said tunnel vision. I've never used that before in that context.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not a good, juggler, you could say, with lovers. And it works for some people. But, yeah, I've seen myself and it just drove me crazy. And they say, you know, if you chase what is it? Chase two rabbits, you lose them both, something like that. That's exactly what happened. So it kind of doesn't make sense because sometimes it's like I'm being loyal, like I'm in a relationship and I'm not. But if
The
I
other
feel like
person doesn't
somebody-
have that expectation.
Yeah, but if I feel like somebody is worth it, I don't want to be distracted by another person. I want to give you your chance, you know, see how it goes. And yeah, I got to be able to hopefully see that this thing will go long term. But yeah, I'm not like a one night stand person. But if it was with a woman, that's totally different. Women, it's just purely carnal. I've never been in love with a woman, so I don't know, but women are who I watch or who I fantasize about. So
Most of the time?
all the time.
Oh shit, get it. You dyke. No, I'm just kidding. Don't get offended, people.
I think I am at heart because I'm submissive with men, but with women, my two partners, I've noticed I was the one in control. Like, so I didn't expect that to happen, but that's just how it worked out. I don't know. I think I have like a little bit of androgyny in me, or I don't know, just the masculine surfaces sometimes. So yeah.
I love it. I can relate completely.
So many chapters. Have you ever videotaped yourself in the bedroom?
Yes.
And how was it? Did you like, add it to a collection and come back to it and take notes and?
Dang, G, you gonna make me reveal some things in front of my partner right here? Shit. Okay, here's the thing, right? I suffer with body dysmorphia and insecurity before. But right now, I don't have body dysmorphia because I just see my body for what it is.
Right.
And it doesn't paralyze me. You know what I mean? So it's more like I need to be more health conscious and everything will follow into place. Now, that's not to say that I ain't going to get myself a flat stomach, you know, eventually, because that's what I want. I want to be able to freely see my pussy. I want the aesthetics for myself.
For yourself.
I appreciate when someone has that aesthetic as well.
Yeah.
So yes, I have videotaped myself before. I think I would be more prone to do a porno now than ever before.
Okay.
But naked and all.
Wow. That's brave.
Yeah, it is. It's super brave, girl. Because I got a long ass back.
Oh, stop. No, you don't. You do not.
No. I'm clowning on myself.
You are beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sexy.
Yes,
and
you are.
I'm, you know, and I can suck a good dick and I can and lick a puss.
Yes.
That's for sure.
And
So,
you have dimples that you could fit quarters in.
yeah. I do have a great smile, that's for sure.
Do.
Thank you.
have great teeth.
Oh, thank you. And bitch, you fine.
Thank you. I'm guessing you didn't have braces, or did you?
No, I'm
Some
actually.
people, I don't think I've seen a Samoan person with braces. My daughter, but that's about it.
Speaking of your daughter, have you guys talked about the sex talk?
Yes. Well, just being a teen mom, I brought that up kind of early. I don't know. It was a little uncomfortable, but I wanted her to know there's no shame in it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, in a nutshell, I just told her that she can't let anybody rush her or pressure her.
Right.
And, you know, ideally it would be with somebody that she loves and feels safe with. Yeah, so I wanted to just open that door so she knows that she can come to me if she's, you know, having any questions about what to do. But I just totally stress the importance of protection. Yeah, I mean, I don't want her to, I mean, knock on wood, I just would hate for her to get sick over some dumbass, you know, when she's young. Like, I don't know, shit goes on. People are careless these days.
Yeah.
And they think the pull-out method is perfectly fine.
Wrong.
Wrong. So.
Well, yes, I've had the sex talk with. I've actually have it with the first four. Not okay. Hold on. It's mostly with my 3 girls.
Okay.
I haven't really had this sex talk with my son because it's not necessary.
Right.
However, I do ask him, or I not ask him, but I say things like, "Whatever you do, don't get anybody pregnant."
Yes.
Like I say things like that.
Amen.
Because he's not ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's just, there's other options for you to be doing right now.
Yeah.
You know, we're not on some farm where we need to fucking pop out babies so that we can get workers. You know what I mean?
One concept that I kind of introduced to my daughter is the concept of sexual transmutation. Are you familiar?
The energies.
Yeah, just, it's kind of like the logic behind how fighters are not supposed to have sex before the night of the fight. It's
Okay,
because
then enlighten me.
When you store up your sexual energy,
I knew what you're talking about.
You can wield it, into other
Right.
endeavors.
Right.
Just that sexual energy, it's strong. And they say, I read that when we climax, that's when our creative powers are most high.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to visualize, whatever you want, a stack of money as you're nutting. Like,
Absolutely, I
it's the
love
creation
that.
Process.
It's the best. It's the fastest way to manifest.
And you know how, like, when you nut, obviously you feel a little down or you feel that post-nut clarity. It can, it takes your energy. So, but, I'm not saying don't masturbate. I'm just saying it's good to be conscious of storing up that energy when possible and just, wielding it into other efforts, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. That is some great advice.
Thanks.
I could do more of that. There's all this, I always feel this pressure right here. Like, not like anything uncomfortable, but just this, like, need for something to hit it.
It's calling. It needs a good pounding to
Right,
shut it up.
exactly.
It's the throbbing.
The throbbing for me, for sure. Yeah, that God knew what he was doing, not giving me a dick.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
This might be going a little overboard.
Nope.
What are your thoughts on squirting, or can you?
Oh, awesome. I love squirt from both angles, whether I'm getting it or giving it.
Can you do it on command or just?
No, I have to really hit that G spot and kind of like even rub the little mound a little bit, not the clit, but just the mound.
Because from what I've read, like I've done my research, it seems like you should put your fingers in a hook position.
Yeah, and a come hither for if you're doing this or if you're obviously this.
My current partner, he really wants that to happen, but I feel like the more pressure he puts on me, the less likely it's going to happen. So,
drink a lot of water. Like, I'm serious. Like,
Yeah.
you want to do that first, and you want to become so uninhibited that it just
like, don't try to force it, or do you try? Do you feel like you're like willing it to come out of you, or?
No, I'm just completely lost in the zone, and I allow my body to just react.
Okay.
And then, but yeah, I'm in terms of squirt though. I can't do that spraying thing. I wish I could, man.
See, I think they have like water already in there or something. I don't know.
I don't know, because
Sometimes
even
that level.
even with the porn game is misleading too.
Yes.
And I'm more for sexual education than I am for sexual entertainment, and so it
gives unrealistic expectations.
Exactly. And so there's even, I believe there was like a group of women who had started like porn for women or something like that, where it's a bit more, that now I haven't watched it. I'm not into it, I should say. I've watched it, bits and pieces. You can watch anything on Pornhub, but I mean, what were we talking about?
We're talking about squirting.
Oh, yeah. I would love that. Like, I love all of that, like, nasty shit. You know what I mean?
Do you think you have any fetishes, or you're pretty, like, traditional?
That's a great question.
Or any fantasies, like role-playing type things?
Yes. I have a fetish for ass. I like to eat ass, but it depends. Like, I'm more prone to eat like a girl's ass.
Of course.
Than a guy. No, seriously. But it doesn't mean that I won't like eat my partner's ass. You know what I'm saying? Here and there. You know what I mean? I do. I have a fetish for. You know what? I like feet.
Really?
Like, I would suck some toes.
Oh no.
I just, that's why I wanted to take care better of my feet, because it really attracts me when a woman particularly has beautiful feet.
Aww.
It gets me kind of horny.
That's understandable, but I could never have a foot in my mouth or put my foot in someone's mouth, just because I know we've been walking and I just don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
It's like when my cat licks my feet. I don't get turned on by the, wetness.
Right.
Like, I'm just like, ew, get away from me.
I hear you. I'm
actually the opposite of a foot fetishist. I hate men's feet. Oh my God. If a dude takes his socks off during sex, I can't look.
Really?
Because, I don't want to judge his feet if they're,
Oh man, I feel like I have men's feet.
No, you don't. No, I've seen some horrific examples. But, so yeah. I don't get it, but more power to you.
And then I do have a fetish for eating pussy for sure, because it's not something I do all the time.
Okay.
I have a fetish.
You're selective about it, like.
I'm selective about it.
Or you do it like usually in routine with every girl.
Oh yeah, I love it. If I like you, then obviously I'm gonna do it too.
So you consider yourself more of a giver in the bedroom?
No. When I'm with a guy, like I could be a pillow princess if I, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not, I don't. But with a girl, it's just a totally different ball game. It's just different, and I like both of them. I can't even say like I prefer one or the other. But what I would like to do is get into more of that dominatrix shit, where I'm belittling people, and they're, we were talking earlier about different things, and there was this website, and that's why I had asked you. I was like, what website? Because I saw it on TikTok. Someone was like, why get a job when you can just send somebody your panties for free? And I looked it up, or maybe your panty or whatever. I looked it up, and I was like, okay, you create a profile, but they made you pay.
Oh,
That's why I was like, oh, hey, that's where you got me fucked up, because I just want to create a profile and see how many people want my draws. You know what I'm saying?
No, I've had a taste of that community, and some girls, that's just how they live their lives, just treating men like animals and dirt, and I don't judge it because the men are subjecting themselves to it, so teach their own.
Exactly. But I've always wanted to like step on somebody's head with my heel, with me, like dress the whole part. Like I think that there's a lot of excitement in that, and it's something that I have yet to experience. So I would love to do an orgy. I would love to do threesomes as often as I can. And then as far as other fetishes, because I know I have other ones, I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I was into that. So have you heard of a prolapsed anus?
Is like the butthole collapses or something?
Well, kind of. It's like just picture your asshole like spitting up. It protrudes from your hole.
Yeah. Okay.
So I really love, it's called rosebuds. And
oh God.
Yeah.
You like that?
I like that.
That's interesting.
I like that. Now it's not an everyday occurrence where it's like, oh, I gotta have it.
What causes that?
What do you mean? Intense fucking. To where you literally pull your things from the inside out.
Oh,
like
shit.
that
okay,
means.
So if you see that, it could mean your partner's seen some things and received some stuff.
Right. But like some people have like prolapsed vaginas, you know what I mean? But like I'm talking about like whole like looking like fat like piece of liver.
Woo! Meat curtain, but on your ass?
Like, I'm gonna show you. Hold on.
No,
Relax.
please don't.
Okay. All right.
I'm very scared of my manifesting powers.
Oh, okay. Never
That's why I
mind.
can't be a nurse or in the medical field, because when I get grossed out, just images stick in my mind.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I noticed like that would be more on the intense level of things.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's more like when people ask me what I'm into sexually, my response is it's more like what I'm not into. And what I'm not into...
That'll take less time.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm not into is anything with regards to piss, shit, blood, children, or animals, or
yes,
dead
yes,
people.
of course.
Now, anything else, I'll try at least once.
Yeah.
I would even fuck a tranny.
Oh, yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm very fluid. Now, is that what I seek? No. But I'm open to it if the chemistry is there.
Yeah. Obviously you're bisexual, right?
If you could call it that. I just like to say fluid.
Yeah, same.
I don't like the term bisexual.
People think like bisexuals are greedy or they want to fuck everybody, and it's not even like
Or
that.
they're confused and like
It's a
they're just
phase.
trying to fight, right?
Yeah, I've been called confused before.
So have I. I'm like, no, I'm very aware that I like this pussy. That's crazy. All right, my queen. I think we actually got a lot covered, and we will have many more opportunities. Yes. And I do want to say that I love you so much.
I love you too. Happy birthday. I'm so happy you came out to visit me.
Thank you. So I'm out here in Cali, being here for the weekend, right? And there's multiple reasons why we came through. Shout out to my nephew on his graduation. So proud of you, honey. And then it's also my birthday, or it was my birthday. And now it's my sister's birthday. And so...
Happy birthday, sis.
Yes, happy birthday, sis. And now I have the pleasure of being in this queen's, like, space. You know what I mean? And you just have no idea of the level of respect and love that I have for her.
The feeling is mutual. Yeah. I will say it again. I say it all the time. Every time I'm with you, I leave with my batteries feeling recharged. Like, you inspire me so much. You just know you have the gift of gab, and you have courage.
Thank you.
I see you taking what you want and not accepting anything less. And I'm just trying to take a page out of your book at this point.
And I'm trying to take it out of yours too, because it's a mutual thing. Like it's
symbiosis.
Exactly.
Yes. Amen.
And then I might just have you on my Ruby Red Gems podcast, in which I talk about books, since you're such a bookworm. I think we should read the same book and give ourselves 1 week.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna have you on my show, and we're gonna talk about what we learned, our insights, how we're applying it.
Picking a book, or we can go through the Nipsey Hussle book list.
Boom. There you go. I like that. No, seriously.
That's the list I'm working through right now.
It's our online book club.
Amazing.
And it doesn't take any work at all except reading and talking.
Reading and writing is just magic.
Yeah.
So
we're brujas that way. Well, yeah, Motherhood Sex Marijuana is definitely in the motherfucking building. If you want to be on this show, holla at us. Send me like an email, DM us, whatever you got to do. Topic at hand is very obvious. But we love you so much, and thank you for supporting us. Shout out to my girl,
thank you for having
Lara,
me.
Queen Lara, mother, goddess, poet, artist, philanthropist, humanist, feminist. She's so many, and she's a Samoan queen. She's a Nicaraguense queen. She's beyond her years. She's an old soul. She's gentle, and she deserves way more. So
we're gonna get more this year.
Yes.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's en route. Definitely. And we ordered it. We ordered it already.
We put in our order, very specific.
Exactly. Yes, like $8,465,819.04. That's how specific that we be in these days.
Yeah, I need to go figure out my number now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you started off with one, and then.
Oh yes.
Yes. All right, y'all. Much love and much peace. We out.